This is just a quick video to explain how to play this integer pair game. First of all, you'll start with all the cards in the draw pile. So we'll have the draw pile, the target card, and the discard pile, and you'll start with all of them in the draw pile. And then the dealer will deal 7 cards to each player. There can be more than 2 players, but here we've just got 2. They'll put the rest of the cards in the draw pile and flip 1 card over in the target pile. So now we have to talk about how much that card is actually worth. What's the value of that card? So all black cards are positive numbers. So this card is a positive 3. This card is a positive 11. This card is a positive 13. This card is a negative 7, negative 1, and a negative 12. And so you might be asking, like, for these face cards, well, where did I come up with those? So let's just talk about that for one quick second. Okay, so ace, we're going to say that's always 1. So this here is a positive 1. And then 10, of course, that counts as 10. So this is a positive 10. And then jack kind of comes next, so we think of that as positive 11, positive 12, positive 13. Okay, so 13 is the highest number you can get. Now, if they're red, they're negative. So ace, again, negative 1, because we think of that as coming before 2 even sometimes. This king is going to be negative 13, negative 12. The jack is negative 11, and the 10 here, of course, is just a negative 10. The other numbers are the numbers that they say on the card, just positive or negative, depending on if they're red or black. Okay, so let's go back to our situation. This is the queen, so remember the jack is 11, the queen is 12. So this we should think of as a negative 12. Alright, so now player 1 and player 2 can look at their cards, choose 2, and either addition or subtraction. Alright, player 1 has chosen addition, and they've got a red 5 and a red 8. So their sentence, their math sentence is negative 5 plus negative 8 equals negative 13. They are not exactly at the negative 12, but that's as close as they could get. And that's the goal. Get as close as you can get to the target. And then player 2, let's say they've chosen subtraction. And here are their 2 cards. They've chosen subtraction. So they've got negative 2 minus positive 10, and that gives them an exactly negative 12, which is the target card. So they are 0 away from the target. Player 2 has a score of 0. Player 1, they're 1 away, so their score is 1. The goal is to have the lowest score possible. Let's look at a different situation. This time, player 1 has subtraction, and these are their 2 cards. Player 2 has addition, and these are their 2 cards. I want you to write the sentence for each and the score for each player. I'm going to pause and let you do that. Okay, so for player 1, you should have written a positive 1 minus a negative 3. Minus a negative we know is the same as plus, so this is 1 plus 3. That gives us 4. That is exactly the target card. So we just add 0 to their score. Player 2 has negative 5 plus, remember that jack is 11. So that gives us a positive 6. That's 2 away from the target, so they're going to get 2 added to their card. Now, this one had an original score of 1 plus 0, and this one plus 2. So the new score here, this one is still 1. But this one is now a score of 2. And remember, the idea is to keep your score as low as possible. You play 10 rounds. Great, now you're ready to play. Go for it.